I think the eye is a symbol. It is a reminder of the history. My feeling is that rekindling that history is a very important connection between the students and the alumni. Originally, it was T for the technical college, then it was a 4, and it was basically a symbol which was placed on the slope itself, and then it became the eye. And the students ended up doing the work on the eye. The students were the ones that built the eye. The students were the ones that went up and painted the eye. And every year, and I spent some time on the eye, it was really special because it was student initiated.
Well, I know the eye, the history of the eye and how students were involved. It'd be really cool if we could keep students still involved in replacing the eye. And so I talked a little bit with my colleague, Dr. Mashal, and we kicked it around for a little bit, and then we went and talked to President Satterley and introduced the idea to him of, hey, let's keep students involved. We think our civil engineering students could do a great job on this design. He kind of gave us the green light, so to speak, of go ahead and explore it and come back with me a proposal. And so we took the outside engineering job, Crystal Chanda's report, looked at what we could do, and then put together some ideas, took it to the president and said, this is what we want to do. It got filtered down to facility services, and they looked at it and they said, you know, I think that's a great idea to keep students involved. Let's see what we can do. And we moved forward, selected some great students, some students that have a good history here at ISU of doing an excellent job, build a team together, and just got them going. And I think it's been a great experience for them. I think it's really wonderful to keep that student element on part of the eye.
Yeah, most of the design was performed by the students. Like I say, there was a lot of input from a lot of different sources. Facilities, STAR, and A&E played a big role in kind of just the overall progress of the project, you know, kind of what direction we went with each design aspect. They all contributed great ideas as to how to actually attach this thing to that hill slope, because that was kind of the biggest challenge is, you know, we're constructing on the side of the hill, so we wanted STAR to be comfortable with what they were doing and what they could do, and they provided really good insight on what they could do on site and what they could accomplish. Like I say, A&E did a really good job supporting our students, kind of, you know, taking our design plans into actual construction, and that was a really good process for our students to go through.
I almost wanted to like write something when I saw it up there, just because it was just such a neat thing to see, and it really, I think it kind of solidifies where we're going now, and that we have a direction, and that we're going to keep going in that way towards more success, more enrollment, more pride in ISU.
It's fun because homecoming weekend is also our senior weekend, so I'll be up in time for my parents to see it, and I can be like, hey, Mom and Dad, I worked on that. And so I think that's pretty awesome for me and my pride in this school.
When you look at what needed to happen for this to occur, we had an alumni that stepped forward with a huge donation. We had these students that were willing to put in time, faculty that put in time. We designed it 100 years, that's a bare minimum. This thing's going to be there for a lot of years, and we tried to take everything in consideration. We know the old eye caused problems with erosion, so the new eye doesn't have that problem anymore. We fixed that, and so we tried to solve the problems to make it both visible so people can look at it and they'll see it and it'll be there for a long time, but yet it will be an integral part of that hill.
When you see that symbol of the eye, think about the times, okay, that you had going to school here, the experiences that you had with your professors, what you ended up learning, what you ended up taking from this university. And whatever you do, give back, because there are students that are following you, that are depending upon you in order to provide scholarships and help to go forward in their own education. And hopefully the eye symbolizes that reconnection.